Hello kids, how are you? I am Monisha from Bharathidhasanar Matriculation School, Arakkonam. Today we are going to see the world of growing knowledge part 2. In that last session we have discussed about the art of writing and numbers. In the second session we are going to discuss about art of printing press, that means the printing press, and next we are going to discuss about the Braley Script, and last we are going to discuss about the literacy and progress. Yes children, okay. So in that last session itself we have discussed the early man started to record the events with the help of drawing. So slowly it gives rise to the symbols, rise of symbols, and then they have developed the script, okay. So that they have started to printing, okay. So they have started to record the events, what are all the seeing and what are all the things which is made by the observation, okay. So now it is not the easiest process to make a book, okay. So that they need a multiple copies, okay. The books is need a multiple copies, so that they have started, they have developed a process which is said to be an printing. They have developed a process which is said to be an printing. So by this invention of printing press, we can make a multiple number of copies of books. We can make an multiple number of copies of book by the process of printing. So now we are going to see who has invented the printing press. So you know children, in early times the ancient peoples have used to record the events with the help of clay tablets, okay. So you just see this picture. So this picture refers the clay tablets, okay. So this picture refers the clay tablets, and then they also used to record the events. They will write in that dry as well as the bark of the trees as well as in palm leaves, okay. So palm leaves also they will wrote and they will save the messages. So later China is also developed a printing press, okay. So China is also developed a printing press, but it is not a success, okay, but it leads to the failure, but it's not leads to the successful manner. So later a person from Germany, Germany, that is named as an John Gutenberg, Gutenberg, John Gutenberg. The picture you are seeing, no, this person refers the John Gutenberg. So John Gutenberg invented the printing press, okay. He is from Germany. So John Gutenberg invented the printing press in the year of 1440, okay. So John Gutenberg invented the printing press in the year of 1440. He used movable metal types to print, okay. Do you know which book is printed first? Yes, I will tell you. The first book printed by him was the Bible. The first book printed by him was the Bible. So do you know which material he used? He not used a paper children. Instead of using a paper, he is used the sheepskin. He used the sheepskin. The first book printed by him was said to be the Bible, and this book was printed in the sheepskin. Yes, so by this nowadays with the help of a printing press, we are getting a newspapers, magazines and books. We are getting a multiple copies. So within a short period, we are getting a multiple number of newspapers as well as a books as well as a magazines. So the printing press, the invention of printing press leads to the progress of their knowledges. Progress of their knowledges, not our knowledges, okay. So progress of our knowledges. The next we are going to see here is an story of paper. Okay, so how the paper has been invented, who has invented the paper. Now we are going to see. So that is in ancient times the clay tablets they have used, right. So clay tablets they have used for writing purpose, okay. So the later they have used the bark as well as the palm leaves for writing. So I already told you. Now the Egyptians made a paper from a plant which is said to be an papyrus. Pronounce it children, papyrus. So, the Egyptians made a paper from a plant called an papyrus. P-A-P-Y-R-U-S. Papyrus. So, Egyptians made a paper from a plant is said to be an papyrus. Now, we are going to see some of the steps which involves the making of paper. Okay, I will tell you, you just listen. So, this first step, see the first picture children. So, this refers to the plant which is said to be an papyrus. The first picture refers the papyrus plant. So, next, okay, so what is the first step? We need to grow a papyrus plant and we need to harvest them. The next picture you see means they will cut it into the number of barks. Okay, they will cut it into the number of barks. So, see this, say they are splitting. So, the stems are said to be splitting. Then, see the third. Okay, so they are arranging in manner. So, that like this x axis and y axis manner they are arranging. So, that is the third step is like this manner the cutted stems are arranged like this manner. So, this is the third step. Now, you see the fourth step, using the hammer they are tightening. Okay, so that is they have inserted, they are inserting a thin piece of cloth and after that they are using hammer, they are pressing them. The last one is that, the last fourth step is that they are using the stone. So, what is the next step? They are using a hammer and tightens, that is a pressing. The next is an last step is said to be then they are using a piece of stone. Yes, the last step is they are using a stone, they are rubbing, finally we will get a thin sheet of an paper. So, this is a story of paper which was invented and developed by the Egyptians. So, need of paper is increasing nowadays. Okay, so don't waste the paper children, please save the trees. Okay, so by cutting the trees only they are making a papers. So, don't waste the papers, save the trees. Do you know children who has invented the paper first? The paper, that is, the paper was first made in China by Tsai Lun. Okay, the paper was first made by a China person is said to be an Tsai Lun. The next topic we are going to see here is an Braley Script. Okay, so next topic we are going to see here is an Braley Script. So, have you heard the word Braley here before? Yes, okay. So, Braley Script, it is nothing but a script which was used by the blind person. Okay, a script which was used by the blind person to read and write. Okay, so a script which was used by the blind persons to read and write is said to be the Braley Script. Okay, so Louis Braley invented the Braley Script. Okay, so Louis Braley, see the picture children, L-O-U-I-S, Louis Braley, B-R-A-I-L-L-E, Braley, Louis Braley. Okay, so this invented the Braley Script. So that is a blind person can read the words by putting his fingertips on the raised dots. Okay, so a blind person can read the messages or words by putting his fingertips on the raised dots. So, you just see this picture children. So, here it will be there, right. So, can you notice means? Okay, you will get that. So, if in case we have a 4 raised dots, if in case we have a 4 raised dots, so it stands for the letter G. Okay, it stands for the letter G. Okay, so if in case we have like this raised dots, okay, the letter stands for P. Okay, so this is a Braley Script. So by this, the blind persons can read and write. So now you tell me who's invented the Braley Script? Yes, Louis Braley. Good. The last topic in this lesson is literacy and progress. So, although these progress have been made, still some of the children has not went to the school, okay, have never been to the school, okay. So, if in case this in this situation is continuous, means it leads to the superstitions as well as the backwardness of our country, okay. So, we need to avoid that. So, only one way is will be there. So, that is that to remove an illiteracy, we must promote an education, okay, we must promote an education. So, this is the only one way to remove our illiteracy as well as to remove our backwardness and superstition, okay. So, I hope children you all enjoy this session. So, what are all the things we have discussed in this lesson? So, art of printing and art of writing, art of printing, numbers and Braley, that is a Braley script, and last we discussed about the literacy and progress. So, for further information we have attached the study material, question bank and self-assessment. Do the self-assessment and check it out how much you have understood the concept. Thank you children.